Hey everyone, it's Friday Morning Movie Reviews. I'm Nathan CK.
I'm Los Angel.
And we just came out of Blinded by the Light. And this stars Vivek Kalar. And this is a great movie. Basically based in like the 1980s in UK, kind of outskirts of London.
Yeah.
And we have Bruce Springsteen. And
Bruce Springsteen.
we have a lot of these movies. I feel like there was almost something similar with yesterday with the Beatles in London as well. Has this type of I don't know, like these musical artists that we love, and now bringing them into.
Well, look, I don't know if I've ever heard a Bruce Springsteen song before this.
Really?
Yeah,
there was so many more songs. Dude,
they probably have, but I didn't know.
So many good ones.
So yeah, it's this boy, he high schooler, he's got problems in his life, and the main conflict in the movie is between him and his father. It's a generational clash, and we've all been there. We can all relate to this movie. He finds solace in the words of the boss. Yeah. And it inspires him to live differently, to act differently, you know. And the movie works best for me when it's the father-son family drama. And the family seeking freedom in their own way from each other in some cases. That, to me, is what I found most compelling. Yeah. And
I think where this movie really dies is that it's juggling so many things. Like it brings up a lot of issues. It brings up a lot of,
and that stuff worked for me. The racism stuff,
racial tension in those days, right?
It's disgusting.
And it's actually based on a true story, which I didn't really think.
I didn't know this was based on a dude's life.
Which is actually even more crazy when you think about it. But I don't know. I just feel like this movie's long, man. Like you're here. Experiencing and embracing this whole story. It's not like, let's okay.
And it felt very personal at times. It reminded me of The Farewell.
The people next to us, they were.
It reminded me of The Farewell and how personal it felt.
Tear jerking.
A lot of these felt like real arguments and real clashes, and we can all see ourselves in some of these characters. When the movie wanted to be a sort of kind of musical in the beginning, it worked for me with the words popping up on screen.
Yep.
And
I'm like, okay, in the trailers where they have these nice scenes.
The fantastical sequences worked, but then sometimes the transitions between scenes, I don't know if you felt this, it felt very jarring and very quick, and it cuts to something that's not that related. Yeah. And I don't know if this is an audio problem or a me problem, but every time Bruce Springsteen sang, all I heard was a
lot of mumbo jumbo. Maybe it was because you were at 50 beats per minute.
My heart, what the hell happened? I almost died in this movie. My heartbeat went down to 50 beats per minute. It's not good. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I was blinded by the way. Yeah,
died a little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to embrace. There's so many. I think one of the best parts in this movie, a charming
lead performance by the young Brandon Routh. Looks just like him. Look, this is the main kid right here, and this is Brandon Routh. You tell me they all look similar.
But I love these kind of cultural movies. I mean, there's so much great kind of, I guess, stereotypes you could call them, or little stigmatisms where you can say, like, if you know someone like that, like you have those little moments with the father, the way he kind of.
I relate to things in The Farewell as well. We're all human and all that. And we all love Bruce Springsteen, even if we don't. Yeah, and but I do feel like this movie might have worked for me if it was just the father and son clash. Yeah. If you introduce the Springsteen stuff early, but kind of leave it out for the rest of the movie, that would have been just as compelling for me.
I agree.
And so, I mean, overall, I didn't think the movie was great.
I mean, it was bad.
It wasn't a bad movie. I don't think I ever have to rush out and see it again.
Exactly,
this isn't a movie I would pick up, at the store or anything. I did have a good time with it. The personal stuff worked for me, and the music I just couldn't understand what the hell they were saying. I need subtitles. It was you heard the music, the Promised Land. Yeah. What other thoughts do you have about?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it worked as well for me.
I liked the friendship in the movie.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think there was a lot of transitional changes. I mean, you went from high school, then you went from college.
I don't know.
Going maybe like a prep school, then college, community, then college. A lot of like herky-jerky different things. I wish they would have spent more time on the writing aspects.
And thank you, Haley Atwell, for showing up. I remember the last time we saw her, I knew that. I was like, okay, thanks for coming. I knew the way that scene played out.
But yeah, I mean, 3.3.
Oh, I'm gonna go 3.4. I enjoyed it, but it did feel long, and some bits didn't feel wholly necessary. Overall, good time though.
Good time.
What's your favorite Bruce Springsteen song? Mine is. All right, like, comment, subscribe.